Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are coming back, thank you so much. Gonna be my favorites from the month of January 2023. What? It's not a whole lot. I also want to share with you my 2023 goals, resolutions, intentions. So yeah, if that sounds good to you, keep watching. So the first thing I want to start off with is my new computer. This was lovingly gifted to me by my mama for Christmas. It's a Lenovo laptop. Really been enjoying it. It's so thin. I haven't had a laptop. I sound so old. I haven't had a laptop in so long. The first one my parents got me was for my high school graduation / birthday, 18th birthday, because I was going off to college that fall. And it was this color, actually, a lot smaller, but it was this color. But they've gotten so thin and light. Like, what even is this? But I've just been loving it, and I've been, especially since I've been doing YouTube, there's the editing software on here. And yeah, I just love it. And I've mentioned before, I'm very much a multitasker. I do multiple things at one time, multitask. But it's hard for me to just focus solely on one thing. So, like, I take this in the living room because I have my phone, of course. But then I have a regular PC computer. It was my husband's old gaming computer, so you know it's a full stand and situation. So this is just nice to just tote around with me. I don't know if there's a technical name for it, but you can tell wherever I've been because I have my little pile of things with me. I don't know, I've always been this way. Anywhere I go, you can see where I've been or where I'm spending a lot of time because I just all of a sudden accumulate a pile of notebooks and like my computer and just things for comfort, I guess. But this has definitely been a favorite, and thank you so much, Mommy. The next thing that has been a favorite is this chair. This glorious chair. I'll try to insert a picture. I had been looking for a chair to put in this corner. I'm doing like a gallery wall up here, like old antique photos and everything like that. And I wanted an antique chair for this corner, and I found this one on Marketplace. It's gorgeous. It's from the 1960s. It hasn't been reupholstered. But it only had one owner. The little man that I got it from, so cute. I mean, you never know when you purchase off of Facebook Marketplace, so I didn't know whose home I was going to. My husband went with me. But it was this little old man. He was 83 years old, and he was a Vietnam vet, and he was just so sweet, so cute, and I gave $60 for this chair, and I just love it. I'm so happy with it. I love the color. It is like a burnt orange, which I thought went really well with the wall. And I'm doing a lot of gold in here. Very moody is the vibe that I'm going for. So yeah, I'm very pleased with it. Although when I brought it in and put it in this corner, my daughter climbed up in it with her laptop and said, "It's my chair." So got to fight her over it, but I still just love it. This is not something I can show you physically, but one of my favorites was our trip to Newport this year. I do have a vlog on it. If you're interested in watching, I'll link it down below. We went to Newport, Kentucky. We are from Eastern Kentucky. It was a 4-hour, we're from Southeast Kentucky. It was a 4-hour drive up, and it is literally on the Ohio River. You cross a bridge into Ohio. Neither one of us had ever been there. They had an aquarium, and my daughter loves sharks, you know, baby shark. Sorry if that just got one of your kids started. But that was the intention of going, to just go to Newport Aquarium and kind of see what they had, because it is listed as one of the top travel spots in Kentucky. I don't see it as that, although I did enjoy our trip, but really there wasn't much there. I didn't think there was much in the way of shopping. I think there's a lot of bars and things, but that's just not our vibe. But we did cross over into Ohio, and we went to the Cincinnati Zoo, which was awesome. We went in January, so we weren't really sure how many animals would be out, you know, because of the weather. But it was above 40, and so almost all of the animals were out. And the ones that weren't actually outside had an indoor enclosure, so we still got to go in and see them. There was only a few animals that weren't. There was one that wasn't on the property, and then one that was away with his care team or something like that. They had a sign up. But it took us a while to get through it, and Penelope didn't make it. It was the first time that I had been to a large zoo since my 8th grade field trip. And I don't even remember what zoo that was. I don't remember the name of it. I just know we went to a big zoo. So it was really nice. And I would go back, like, for the summer or early, like, spring. Not too, because it's a lot of walking. I wouldn't want it to be too hot, or fall. But it was really nice, and it was really well laid out. They had maps and things everywhere. And in the summer, I assume they have more of their little thrift and souvenir shops when it's a more busy season. But yeah, I totally recommend going to the Cincinnati Zoo. Our next trip that we're hoping to take is going to be to Horse Cave, Kentucky. I really want to explore more of Kentucky. I mean, it's where I live. It's where I've grew up my whole life. So I just want to see what's around, and I'll definitely vlog that one. Fingers crossed that we get to go. So, moving on. So, I have been kind of on a health journey. Not journey, but, you know, like, I'm watching what I eat. It's one of my resolutions that I'll talk about a little bit later. But one of the things that I have been doing, and I actually started trickling it in back in November before Thanksgiving, was less added sugar. Not zero sugar completely, but cutting out a lot of it, because that is, I've always been a sugar person. Soda, candy, you know, all of the bad stuff. And, you know, I got a little girl now, and I want to be here for her. So I'm trying to make these changes. So one of the things that I started doing was cutting back on my sugar. So I have 2 things to share with you in that regard. The first thing is these Smart Sweets. In particular, the sweet fish, which is their version of the Swedish fish. There are 3 grams of sugar in this entire bag, which I can easily knock out. There's also 100 calories per bag. These are pricey, so you know you don't want to just be eating a bag a day. At least I don't. I can't afford that. But they're good if you have that sweet craving. You can tell that they're sugar-free. You can tell. But it's not bad. Like, I'm recommending it because I can eat it and I love sugar. So, but, you know, sugar-free things have that taste. And these aren't made with, let's see, they're not made with sugar alcohols and something else. They're naturally flavored. They're colored with fruit and vegetable juices, so they don't have any dyes in them. Plant-based goodness, rich in fiber. So yeah, a good alternative. I actually ordered a box from Amazon. It was pricey. It was like $20, but it came with every like 1 bag of each of the Smart Sweets offerings. I guess that's the right word. I've only opened the watermelon slices. They're like sour watermelon slices. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of those, but these, they're good. No sugar, sugar-free option is the Food Cities brand instant oatmeal. I can't be bothered with cooking breakfast. I hate cooking breakfast. I just don't. But I like oatmeal, and I like instant oatmeal, but you know, they're all packed with sugar. But they had 2 options. They had this one, which is the apples and cinnamon, which is good. They also had the maple and brown sugar one. That was good as well. And, yeah, they're sugar-free. There's no added sugars in them. You know, you got your protein. There's carbs. I'm not watching my carbs. I'm not doing that. I'm just one thing at a time. And for now, that's added sugar. So I'm still, you know, fruits, berries, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not cutting those out of my diet. But also, I'm not drinking orange juice because I don't know if you've ever paid attention to how much sugar is in orange juice. It's a lot. I just eat an orange. And also milk. There's a lot of sugar in milk, but it's not added sugar. I guess it's just the way it's produced, and I don't really know. So, you know, I'm watching what I'm eating as far as sugar goes. And this has been great because it is sweet. And again, if you've tasted sugar-free, there is that aftertaste. It has that, but I can deal with it. Because I still get my quick, healthy breakfast. And it's sweet, and I love sweet in the morning. And it's a little different, but you know, I am a mama, and I'm a mama first and foremost. And our little baby has been sick since the beginning of the year, constant. She had a cold. She had, oh, it wasn't COVID this time. We've had COVID now 3 times or twice. We have had COVID. It wasn't COVID this time. It was just like the rhinovirus. Then she had a sinus infection, and she had pink eye, and her little nose has not stopped running since the beginning of the year. And she doesn't know how to blow yet. She's 2.5. She'll be 3 in April, but I cannot get her to blow her nose. She just wants to blow out her mouth. So we went back to the suction because she can't get it out, and it's just a constant. It's just constant anymore. And the doctor was telling me when she got the pink eye, which pink eye is just a layman's term, really. It was a bacterial infection in her eye because of her nose running, and you know, she would wipe it and it would get into her little eye. So we are stocked up on tissues, and these it actually come in a 2-pack. So the reason that I'm kind of telling you about this is because it's not like the old nose suckers that's just one solid piece. You can take this apart to sterilize it, to clean it. You know what's in here. You can see. You can boil it. There were several methods on the package, and this is by Neilmed. I got it at Walmart. A 2-pack was $5. And you know, they don't like to be suctioned. She's 2.5, and she don't like it. She tries to. She's getting better, you know, but it's not fun for them, obviously. But it works. And if you've got a little one who doesn't yet know how to blow their nose, and maybe you find these not sanitary because you know the old ones you could not see them, and also they're the really long pointy tip that will go way up in there. This one does not go that far up in their nose, so I definitely recommend this if you've got a little one who needs some snot sucking. Next, I don't have any on right now. It's false nails. I have been loving these since Christmas time, I guess. I have a stock of nails because when I see a cute design, I'm like, oh, I'll wear those. Or if I find them on sale, oh, I'll wear those. Never do, because they pop off in 30 minutes and it annoys the living piss out of me. So I picked up, I had a Christmas set, I believe is what it was. And I used the nail glue. I did on the nail, on my nail. I roughed my nails up beforehand. I did all the steps. And they popped off that night. And I was so annoyed. So annoyed. So I went into our little junk drawer and I got out the Loctite super glue. And I put them on. And almost immediately I was like, oh God, what have I done? Because when I pressed on them, there was no give. I was like, these are permanently attached to my fingers. What have I done? But no, they were fine. They were fine. But again, it's the Loctite super glue that you need. You can remove them. I did have a small panic attack at first because I was like, these aren't coming off. They're stuck. What am I going to do? But if you get under the back, if you go from the front, it's going to hurt like the dickens. But if you get in from the back and, slip a nail under there, you can flick them off. But I didn't have any issue with like button up my pants or opening a drink. They didn't feel like they were just going to fall apart. So these are going to be my next set. Little flamies, Valentine's, Love that. And now that I'm saying all this, did I talk about this already? This super glue love of mine? If I have, oh well, it's still a favorite. And then I'm going to put some of this on right now. Actually, it's this Wet n Wild lip balm. It's new. This one is in pecan glaze, whatever you say. And it's a dupe for the Tarte Maracuja lip treatments, lip thingies. But I love this color, and I'm going to put some over this here. This is a Kat Von D lipstick. This face will be, you would have already seen it come out on Monday. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. But it's just so shiny. It's shiny. It's comfortable. I'm into the browns right now. Really love it. I like it so much I want to go and maybe pick up another color, but I want to see them in person. So our Walmart did get these in, so I'm going to go there, and hopefully they're not all sold out yet, and maybe find a different shade, a springy shade. And 2 more things. I'm going to pop in a clip here, but it's my tattoo. I got second session done on my tattoo, where he just did more shading, because the first one was outline and this one was shading. It is a half sleeve. Obviously, I have a sweater on today. You can't see it, but it goes from here to elbow, almost all the way around. It, you know, it's not on the back side, but I love it. I love the shading he's done on it, and the next time will probably be the last, and it's going to be the colors getting added in. I love it. I'm so pleased with it. He's doing such a great job. I just cannot wait to see how it pops after he puts all the colors into it. Before we move on to the second part of this video, my YouTube favorites for this month. I found some new girls to watch. You know, I've been watching the same people for the longest time, and I'm just kind of, I want to see new faces. You know, it's fun. Hannah Louise Potson, Poston, one of those. I'll link her below. She is a YouTuber who's very money conscious. You know, she, like her intro says, she loves beautiful things, but she also tries to keep in mind that she doesn't need all the beautiful things, you know. She tries to be very conscious with spending her money and things like that. And so she shares a lot of she shares product reviews, but she also talks about like why you don't necessarily need them, why you probably already have something in your collection to fit the bill, which is something that I need, because I'm a constant like, I want the new. So she's been really instrumental in actually one of my goals for this year. And then the last one I want to tell you about is Angela Braniff. She has two channels. She has Angela Braniff and then The Gathered Nest, which is more like her vlog channel, I think. But she's a mom of 8, first of all. Whoa. She's a mom of 8, but she does a lot of home renovations. She has a farm. She has 8 kids, but she is very chill. I believe she's from one of the Carolinas, maybe. She's from down south, but I just think she's just so relaxed and chill, and I love listening to her recommendations on products. I just love to hear her talk. I think it was right after Christmas I binged like nearly her whole catalog of videos, because I just found her comforting for some reason. I don't know, but I definitely recommend her. So now for the second part of this video, which is going to be my New Year's resolutions, goals, intentions, that sort of thing. I just want to share these. Maybe you are looking for an idea. I don't know how to say that. That sounds weird. But I just want to share them. Maybe they'll help you kind of sort out what you are looking to do this year. But all accountable, and to maybe push me to actually do these changes, to implement what I want, because, you know, I make goals every year and I don't necessarily even try after I write them down. You know, they just kind of, oh, it's the new year, I should write down some intentions, which is kind of why I'm making this video here at the end of January, beginning of February. Also because I have made those resolutions before, and, you know, come January 2nd, if I didn't do it on January 1st, or I'm like, well, the whole year's messed up, you know. I don't have 365 more days to keep trying. It's just over with, you know. That's how my brain has been set. So I've kind of took the month of January to just think about what I want from the year. You know, from the rush of Christmas and all the holidays, I just wanted to breathe. I didn't want to feel rushed into, you know, all these goals for the new year. So anyways, the first thing on my list is my health. I have to make that a priority. I'm going to be 35 years old. My daughter is going to be 3. I want to be here for her as long as possible. And, you know, every year you age, your mortality kind of sinks in, and it's scary. And I'm not a healthy person. I never have been. I have high blood pressure. I have anxiety. I'm overweight. So I want to make these small changes. I'm not necessarily putting a number on myself or anything like that. I just want to make changes to be healthier. So one of those being less sugar. I want to, right now I am drinking diet soda. I want to eventually this year stop all soda, because I mean, it's not, you know, it's not sugar anymore, but it's still not good for you. So I want to stop soda eventually. Like I said, I'm not saying tomorrow I'm going to stop drinking soda, because I'm not going to. I'm just not, I just can't do that. So I have transitioned into the diet soda, and, you know, want to continue on that. So I just want to make these small things. Like for January, it was, you know, let's do no sugar. For February, let's drink more water. You know, March, let's walk every day. Something I can do, one goal a month, but, you know, I'm going to keep adding. So, you know, no sugar, and then no sugar plus drinking water. No sugar, water, walking, that sort of situation. That makes sense. That is what I'm going to strive for this year, with my main motivation being my daughter. Just, you know, it makes me very emotional to think about, but I want to be here for her forever. So, the next thing also to do kind of with her, but also myself and my husband, is I want to seek out fun and adventure, which is, again, why I'm thinking about planning the trip to Horse Cave. We had the one at the beginning of the year. I wanted that to set the tone for the year. I want us to do things, to explore more. It doesn't necessarily have to be these big trips, but we have a small zoo an hour away. Creation Kingdom, if you've never been, it's a good one. You know, just these small trips as a family, just do more. I just don't want to sit around and watch these days go by. I want to look for the fun. I want to seek it out. I don't just want to wait for an opportunity to pop up. I want to make those opportunities, especially for Penelope, you know, and I want to make the memories with her. Number 3 is to finish some home projects. See, I'm a big procrastinator. I'm a big start and stop. And I have a notebook full of ideas, full of plans, full of things that need to be done. We've lived in our home for 6, almost 7 years now, and there's still things that we should have done all that time ago that we haven't. So I really want to do some big home projects this year, and actually finish them, not just start them. I want to finish them. So that's a big one. This I also mentioned this earlier, but going back to Hannah's YouTube, and also in the video that I posted on Monday, I want to use more of what I have. Not necessarily saying I'm not going to go out and buy new stuff. I want to make more conscious decisions about what I'm buying. Why am I buying it? Do I need it? I'm not going to not buy something if I think it's just going to make me happy to have it. I'm not going that far, but I want to use what I have. I have an arsenal of makeup it's insane how much makeup I have, even after giving it away. It's just something that I love, and I'm not upset about having that, but I want to use it. So one of the things that I've decided to do is buy those little, like, teeny tiny dot stickers, and I'm going to just choose a specific color, and for the year, every time I use something, I want to put that little sticker on it, you know, denoting that I have used it. And at the end of this year, if I've not used one of these products, I'm just going to pass it on if it's passable, or throw it away if it's just trash by now. But I want to intentionally use what I have. And like I said, that goes in line with my video from Monday, where I'm using old school products. And then next Monday, you will see me introducing a project pan, which I'll talk about in that video. But I wanted to do that again to make me use what I have. This one, I think everyone should do it. It's to give compliments to people whenever I can. I do this a lot already. I try to. If I notice, you know, a lady's badge or a haircut, clothes or something, I try to, you know, let them know, you know, hey, I like that. It looks good. Because I've had it, when I receive a compliment, just out of the blue, random stranger, it makes me feel so happy, and it kind of lifts my mood for the day. So I want to do that for other people, and you can see it on their face, like most of the time, majority of the time. You know, someone might be having a bad day, or maybe, you know, I don't know their life, but it doesn't hurt you to say, hey, I love your purse, I love your makeup, I love your hair, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be, you know, vanity, but, you know, just whatever. Just share it. Just say, hey, yeah, I like that. That's awesome. I'm going to do more of that. I already do it a little bit, but I just want to do it more. And I want to do it around my daughter. I want her to make people feel good as well. It makes me feel good. It might give them a boost for the day. So yeah, that is a big one of mine. I like to form a routine for my mornings and my nights. I'm all over the place as far as bedtime, wake up. I just want a routine. I'm at a point in my life where I need a little bit of structure to start my day, to end my day. I just want to do that. It's just a personal choice, I guess. But I want to do both of those and stick with them. And then the last one, I'm gonna try not to cry. The last goals that I have this year is to spend more time with my grandfathers. I am blessed enough to have both of my grandfathers. My grandmothers have both passed on. They're both 83 years old. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have them, so I'm going to get in all the time that I can. Not even just this year, just from now until. So I'm actually going to my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, my daddy's dad. I've already made plans to take him out this month to do his business. He don't have a car right now, so I'm going to take him and do all that. And then my mommy's dad, I'm going to make him a peach cobbler, take it over and spend some time with him. And I want that to be a regular thing that I do this year. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Sorry for the tears at the end, but if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And also let me know down below what your resolutions are this year, your goals, and your January favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.